What is up, guys? So I'm here at the Funko HQ, and for today I thought I tell you guys a little bit about what it's like when you're at Funko HQ and what day is a good day to go. So today is Tuesday, and usually Tuesday is not that busy. So as you can see, I'm the only one here today. And there's a lot of factors into that. Is because it's either San Diego Con is this week, so a lot of people are out of town. People are at work, or family are on vacation. But usually, depending on what day it is, sometime, and then people will show up a little later too. But then on Wednesday, if you come to Funko HQ on Wednesday, you might want to try to get there early. Depending on what is dropping on Wednesday, you can always expect a line. Now the line can be, anywhere from here to there, or around the corner, depending on what the drops is. So let's say the example of Dorbs. So for Dorbs, there's gonna be people lining up for sure, regardless of what the item drop is, and it can get, to about, where that sign is. But if it's, let's say, Captain Cutler that was released recently, the line will get pretty much around the corner pretty early. So if you're gonna plan a visit at Funko HQ, Tuesday are always a good day, because that's usually when they when you can see, Tuesday's a good day because planning a visit to Funko HQ, I recommend Tuesday. Tuesday is always good because there may not be exclusive, but there's something good always, and that's usually the first, you get first dibs on like release line, because Funko HQ usually get them about a week or two before other retailers. So if you want to come and be one of the first to have those then Tuesday is a good one. And then Wednesday is always good, depending on what's dropping. But Wednesday is always good and fun because there's more people here and there's more interactions. And then scattered throughout the week, it's pretty decent, not that bad. And then Friday, sometimes there's a drop. But usually on the weekend, like Saturday, is super busy. And that's because, parents will take their kids here. They'll spend a few hours here. So Saturday is always crazy with little kids running around. But sometimes Saturday is really good because sometimes they'll do a scavenger hunt. So they'll hide, let's say they only have 5. I'm gonna do an example. So let's say they have 5 Tony the Tiger and 5 Lucky Charm, and instead of putting it on the wall or on the counter, they will scatter them around the store. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, and that's always fun because then that gives everybody that'll give everybody a good fair chance of getting one. And some other tips I want to give you guys about Funko HQ is people will be like, where do I start? Where do I begin? Where do I look? Well, I just want to say, depending on what you're into or what's your favorite line. So for me, usually I will hit Marvel section first, and then I'll do my scalp around the rest of the store. But my tip is, so now before Funko used to put everything on the counter. So all the good stuff and all the new stuff will be on the counter. Rare stuff will be on the counter. But now they've moved everything to the side of it'll be on your left side as you enter Funko HQ, next to security office, the desk. So it'll be on the wall, so it'll be on the left. So that's always a good place to check out, because anything good, anything rare will be there. And then of course chase will not be on that wall. So a chase will be scattered throughout the store. So hit up any sections. I know depending on people, but the horror section, the Gotham, those will always have some sort of chase, you know, if you're lucky. And they don't just put out chase, it's randomly. So for example, if you let's say Beetlejuice, okay, so let's say there's 2 stacks, so there's 6 Beetlejuice on the shelf. So if someone were to buy one, they would go back, grab one, and put it on that, refill that place. And if you're lucky, they'll grab that Beetlejuice chase and put that one out. So it's all random. It's not like you can plan it or you can find it. It's just depend on the luck. So there's a lot to do around the Funko area. So as you can see outside here, you have Huckleberry. Up here you got all your large statue, and of course the Freddy Funko. So, and it's very fun. Like once you're inside, there's a lot of things for you to do. It's really good for kids because you have to take pictures. You can build your own little Funko Pop. So it's really nice. And what other tips do I have for you? Oh yeah, bring your money, lots of money, because you're gonna walk out with, you know, something, a bag or something. So you will end up. But I do wanna, there's the tip that I want to give everyone, because I use it for myself. Do not buy commons at Funko HQ, only because, I mean, unless you want before everybody else. But if you're the type like me, you can wait. I would wait and skip out on getting them at the Funko HQ because they're $10 a piece for a common. But if you wait for a store like Hot Topic or Box Lunch, you can snag up those commons for a very, very good deal. Usually, you know, they're 3 for $25, 2 for $18, hot cash, or, you know, buy 2 get 1 free, that kind of deal. So commons usually is something I do not pick up unless someone asks me to pick it up for them, but not for myself. And then exclusive wise are 1 per person per day. So for example, let's say Captain Cutler. You can only get 1 Captain Cutler per day, per person. So that's why you'll see sometimes a lot of people will come with family of 4, you know, because each of them, it's allowed 1. So technically, if you have a family of 5 and you bring all 5 of them, you can walk out with 5 Captain Cutler that day. And that goes the same with Chase. It's also 1 per person per day. So how do you know what item is 1 per day, 1 per person? That is usually anything with a sticker, but not always. Usually any drop on a Wednesday or Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, those are 1 per person per day. Anything in the back wall where the Freddy Funko and the TV screens are, and all the Freddy Funkos are 1 per person per day. And anything on the wall to your left is also 1 per person per day. Now there is a chance that if you are by yourself and you want to get multiple, well, you can do is just ask someone that is not gonna get one. You know, this is also a good way for you to meet people. You can just ask them nicely, like, hey, you know, would you be able to pick this up for me, or, you know, be my +1 kind of deal. That's how I do it. And then chase wise, like I say, they're all over the store. Also, if you come into Funko HQ and where the counter is, and then there's that wall where we call it the wall now. Around there is the pillar next to the cash register. All of the new item pop will be there, such as, for instance, this last week we got all the Scooby-Doo, we got all the Little Mermaid. So all of that will be in that pillar around to your left of the cash register. And then, so any item that has a chase, all the new line will be there on that pillar. So that's a good place to check out too, because sometimes a lot of people forget about that pillar and they move things around. So sometimes you gotta, you think you remember a thing and then they move it around. But that's all the tip I have for you guys today. Have a good day, and I'll give you guys a tour of Funko HQ maybe on another day.